War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family. have been tasked with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer.
Hello.
Signing off.
At last! Today is your reclamation day. I bet you're just bursting your bolts to get out there and see the world. Nothing at all. The exterior sensors were taken out of commission after that unfortunate business with the nuclear bombs. With so many of your friends having been gone so long, I cannot begin to speculate how they've transformed Appalachia already. It is endearing to hear how wonderful a job myself and the others have done maintaining the vault for these many months. But the food's all run out, and it's time to take what you've learned and use it. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking! If you find any other functioning Mr. Handy units out there, do send my regards. Imagine dying of hunger or thirst. How utterly embarrassing. Another day, another opportunity to leave Vault 76. What do you say? Wildlife should be abundant in Appalachia. Happy hunting! Eating raw meat? Bad. Eating irradiated raw meat? So bad. Hunger and thirst can increase your disease risk. You do not want to contract this. Remember, sir, Rad-X to prevent radiation sickness, Rad-Away to cure it. Always stay stocked with medicines, and don't forget to use them. So, about the infrastructure out there in Appalachia, I suspect there isn't any. It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a hostile wilderness with no running water. You must all go through that giant vault door alone. Unless, of course, you're next to someone else. Which I recommend, actually. remember the whole point of Reclamation Day. Reclaiming Appalachia? Never too late.
Your camp is the key to survival and rebuilding, so use it often. Outside, survival will be easy with your construction and assembly mobile platform. Or camp. So catchy. The camp is instrumental in the rebuilding of America. Some may call them jobs, but I like to think of them as perks. I know it will be scary out there, but you possess the skill to not only survive. Goodbye! Aloha! Ciao! Arrivederci!
Well, look at you. Fresh from the can and not a speck of dirt on you. Best watch your step around here. Figured you Balties weren't done cooking yet. Guess I was wrong. Already interrogated the last Balti to come out of that hole. Sounds like there's nothing down there for me, though. Saves me the trouble of breaking in. A lot more than you might expect, Balti, depending on your definition of people. Best get comfortable with the idea. There's a lot of folks out there might take advantage of your wide-eyed innocence, present company included. Slow down there, cowboy. Buy a fella dinner first. Let's just say I'm currently residing in Burning Springs, across the river in what used to be Ohio. Well, that's the name the locals use these days. Burnt clean away after the war. Not like here. Might have been an improvement. Or maybe it was bombs, maybe something else. Nothing but rock, sand, and poison dust now. An opportunity, if you got the stones for it. Got a half-assed town out there, though. Highway town. At least they've got a decent bar. Well, you got a map on that fancy pit-boy of yours? I'll point it out. If you're inclined, there's a bridge out by Point Pleasant. Might want to get your feet under you first. Folks out that way tend to shoot first and forget about questions. Do what you want, 'cause I ain't your daddy. But make it quick. I'm getting bored fast. Well, he was dead the moment they put a bounty on his sorry ass. This just happens to be where we concluded our business. Bingo! Got it in one. Run a little business out in Burning Springs from a saloon called The Last Resort. I farm some of it out to independent operators. I keep the fun ones for myself. Probably best you worry about yourself for now. Well, this kind of work isn't for lost little lambs like you. Of course, if that changes, or if you just have a death wish, come look me up sometime. Hell if I know. As long as the caps from the bounty end up in my pocket to pay for the chems in my lungs, I don't much care what they did. Make it quick. I'm getting bored fast. Ha! Guess they don't have manners in that bulk of yours. Well, I'll give you a pass on that this one time, seeing as how you just stepped foot in the wasteland a minute ago. Same thing that'll happen to your face. You stay out here long enough. Ain't the only one, neither. Best get used to the sight. This brain ain't for picking. Plenty of locals around here talk you off, I'm sure. I couldn't agree more. If you get out to Burning Springs, see me at the Last Resort Saloon. Might be there's work for you.
Oh, sir! Those young mummies down there. They seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil? Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening, but I'm not sure if she believed me. I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out of the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to? Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right. Oh, do be careful out there, sir.
Got to be a way in there.
Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there! Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you.
You came out of the vault, right?
I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? God damn it. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure. But...
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But... those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you? Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio has come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them. About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire. They sent you out here without a weapon? Be a quick trip trying to do this unarmed. Here. We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been. If your overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point. Watch yourself out there.
run off to. You're not the end of me! Lucky. Gotta wait a whole nother hour for that food to reheat. Gotta keep a lookout for raiders. Gotta keep a tab on raider whereabouts. If we could expand our area all the way out here, the raiders don't have a chance. Yeah. Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Brush up on my first aid. Damn those Scorch! I can't bear to see another friend turn. Books are in here somewhere.
If you're looking for work, talk to Lane. He'll have something for you to do.
Must chop wood forever.
Now, which of those berries was edible again?
Lumberjack Protectron creates desirable wood products, but has no use for them.
I'm exhausted, but the work never ends.
Why does everyone still squabble all the time? We have to come together to survive.
I love being out here in the wilderness.
Did you know we've only had 6 cans of cram in stock for the past week and a half? Yeah, hard stuff to find, cram. Evidently. I'm the quartermaster at this little outpost of ours. That means I manage what supplies we have. I, count them? A lot. Just to make sure we're still out of gauze and didn't magically manifest more while I wasn't looking. I wanted to be a doctor, but being a doctor is hard when you have a fear of blood. And needles. And, failure.
Raiders know we mean them no harm.
They're great. We're great. They more than me. They're selfless and fearless and try to solve any problem, no matter how difficult. And they, use a lot of supplies. And don't get many, but, they manage anyway.
Days off.
Me? I'm nothing special. Oh no, I'm no Appalachian. I came in from the north with Paige and the other settlers at Foundation. Do you know them? But I wanted to do more than just settle. I wanted to learn medicine. And the responders seemed like they could teach me. Only, they couldn't. Or I couldn't learn is more like it. Huh. Free time? That's not a real thing, is it? Stressed? Who's stressed? Me? It's that obvious, huh? Well, I do have my mantras to calm me down. Serenity. Serenity. Peace. And... wait, was it 6 bottled waters or 16 in the next shipment? Yeah, you really think so? I'm not sure I believe you, but it's a sweet thing to say nonetheless. You really know how to make a girl feel worthless and unwanted.
Hello there, stranger. Where'd you come ambling in from? Hello there, stranger. Where'd you come ambling in from? Alright, well, I won't press you on it. Not my place to poke and prod. I'm an outsider myself, in a manner of speaking, and it's making my job a tad difficult. Oh, excuse me. Let me introduce myself. Name's Lane Platt. I'm with the Responders. We're a band of self-titled do-gooders around these parts. Appalachia's filling up fast, and we're trying to keep everyone hale and healthy, and off each other's throats. I like to think so. It gives me hope that we can one day right all the wrongs in this world. Now, there's a lot going on in this neck of the woods, more than I can tackle myself. You got ferocious beasts roaming the forest, a creepy cult moving into the caves, and all manner of people about ready to go to war with one another. All that is to say, I could use a hand, and I'd be willing to pay you for yours. What do you think? Why, that is just terrific. Thank you 1,000 times over. What do I have for you today? We've had reports that a dangerous cult, the Cult of the Mothman, has moved into a cave system nearby. They're part of a larger organization that extends all throughout Appalachia. And learning more about them will help us combat their spread. I'd like you to go into those caves and gather some of their ritual artifacts for study. You'll earn a fine commission for returning them to me. Anything we can. Gleaning any information about the cult's rituals, organization, or beliefs could lead us to ways to stop their spread and limit their influence. Be careful. Cult of the Mothman is dangerous. They'll no doubt protect those artifacts with their lives. The cult is holed up in a cave to the west. You can look for those artifacts there.
Entering directive. All trees must become desirable.
Ourselves free from America to rebuild America. Take the old and forge it anew. I have my eye on you. Fort Atlas is in good hands. Nightshin's trained us well.
Need a fire to keep warm when the sun goes down. Huh. I know a guy who could fix that.
and I will not fear the darkness of night.
On the great day of reckoning, the worthy will become one with the divine light. Our shepherd, guiding us through the darkness to his divine light. Now you will be... I am not meant. Take me.
down to the divine light.
His enemies cannot hide. His foes cannot escape. And now, to my final reward. I can see it.
Mothman, hear my prayer. Keep us safe from the dead. I go to the divine light. No man will reclaim me.
Identified intruder detected. Beginning search. Commencing attack on hostile target.
be careful searching for those artifacts. The cult won't stand by while you take them. You're back! These artifacts should be a big help. I can't wait to examine them. On behalf of the responders, I can't thank you enough. You helped us make progress toward a more peaceful world. I sure wish I could say that's all the help I needed, but the work never ends. If you're in the neighborhood again sometime, I will always welcome more of your help. In the meantime, though, here's your payment. Have a good day now. Well, if it ain't Santa's little helper. Can't thank you enough for helping the responders. Remember, the responders are always on your side. Keep doing good for the do-gooders out there. How's the wasteland treating you? Keep on keeping on now. Forest's a lot safer with you in it. Someday I'll return the favor. Keep on keeping on now. Forest's a lot safer with you in it. You ever think about how things used to be? You ever go fishing? Oh, I miss fishing. Keep doing good for the do-gooders out there. Can't thank you enough for helping the responders. Well, if it ain't Santa's little helper. How's the wasteland treating you? Remember, the responders are always on your side.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me...
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you... Hey! Who the hell are you? None of your damn business.
What's going on is that this one seems to think I know where this big treasure is, and that I'm building my new bar out of refuse for fun.
Lady, this is your last warning. Our crew is getting that treasure. And I will happily send you both to the great goddamn beyond if you don't start explaining where I can find what's ours. Treasure's our crew's business, not yours. And unless I start getting answers right now, I'm gonna start shooting people. Don't worry, I'll make it quick!
He's with us! I told you it was gonna end badly. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fella named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy you put down. He's not the first of his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? You vault boys and girls carry yourselves different, like you matter. Plus, your Pip-Boy was a dead giveaway, but that's beside the point. You think you can work from these schematics? Huh, damn. Okay, I see. New plan. We paint all the Brahmin, and then we...
Duchess,
Plan's fine. I can walk them through how to build it.
How's that exactly?
I was hunkering down for quite some time waiting for this headless monster thing to clear off on my last ammo hunt. Ended up reading some old training materials to pass the time, and guess what? Made some tapes on it.
Oh, Mort. Not the tapes.
You have a better option?
Not one that doesn't involve painting all my cattle. There you go, I suppose. You can talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape just on the other side of the road that it seems she left behind for one of her dwellers, though it's a bit out of date now. Maybe it was waiting there for you. Happy to give it to you, so long as you're still willing to help us. Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Crazy. Now, that is just crazy. They hand you vault kitties, all this fancy equipment, and then just throw you to the wolves. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now, because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you? Allergies. Learned the hard way I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still beats being vaporized. I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, it means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans! Raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice. Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rats? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink. It doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Of course, sitting around looking like hamburger ain't all I do. Plans work out, I'll have all the drinking money I could ever need. But that ain't what you came here to talk about. Was there something else? Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return. All right, listen, I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you Volters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, rads, in exchange, Duchess lets me... Really? About the... well, allergies. What? Now you... And it was like someone... Bang, I went... All it cost me was my skin and any and that... some other time.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off. Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.